Hello everybody, Toreno here, and welcome to our first look at the War Thunder Summer event, which is named the Summer Extreme event. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of this, basically every summer Gaijin does an event. In this case, it's going to be lasting from 11 o'clock GMT on the 8th of August until 11 o'clock GMT on the 28th of August. And basically in this event, you'll be able to unlock various vehicles and other prizes. So the main vehicle prizes that you'll be able to unlock are the French AMD 35 that was captured by the Germans and converted to use the 50mm gun, HMS Renown, which is a British battle cruiser, the CT-CV 105 HP, which is a Swedish experimental tank destroyer, and the Su-25BM, which is a Soviet jet that was upgraded by the Belarusians, I believe, and basically has advanced fire and forget missiles for ground and air attack, improved engines and better avionics and navigation, just improved electronics in general. As well as the vehicles, you can also get various decals. You can also get various decorations like the BMX decoration, the jet ski naval decoration, and the new player icon. You can also unlock various camouflages for the new vehicle, so you've got camouflages for the AMD 35, the Su-25, the Swedish CT-CV 105, and of course for HMS Renown. Now, the way you will unlock these prizes is by getting marks of distinction. So the way you get these marks of distinction is basically you will have to play random missions, and it will also depend which vehicle you're using. So if you want to get the ground prizes, you'll have to play in ground battles. If you want the aerial prize, you have to play in air battles. Naval prize, you have to play in naval battles. And you need to basically unlock 40,000 mission points in random battles in rank 3 or higher vehicles, unless you're using event vehicles, in which case you can use any from rank 1 and onwards. However, it's better to use the higher ranked vehicles because there is a multiplier. So in previous years, if you were using, say, a rank 3 vehicle, you would get, I believe it was like a 0.6 or 0.7 multiplier, which basically means if you got a point, you were actually only getting 0.7 of a point. So if you got 1,000 points, you would only actually get 700. And as you get to rank 4, that multiplies a bit higher, maybe like 0.8, 0.9. I believe rank 5 is when it becomes 1 mission point in the game, becomes 1 mission point towards the distinction. And as you get to the higher battle ratings, you'll start getting a positive multiplier. So for every mission point you get in the game, you'll get, say, 1.2 towards your mark of distinction. So you definitely want to be using the higher ranked vehicles. And basically you'll get 2 days to do this. So when it starts on the 8th of August, you'll get 2 days to get those 40,000 mission points. And you only get those 2 days. You can buy the distinction after the deadline's passed, but I believe that costs something like 1,000 golden eagles or 999. So obviously that would get very expensive to buy the marks of distinction very quickly. And bearing in mind, like I say, it depends which game mode you're playing. So if you get 40,000 points in the naval battles, that doesn't count towards your tank rewards or your pilot rewards. So like I say, you have to pick which one you actually want to get the rewards for. And how it works for the first 3 ranks of all of the game modes is basically, for the first one you'll get a trophy with a reward, which we'll look at in a minute. 2 marks of distinction, you'll get a coupon for a decal, and 3 marks of distinction, you'll get a dessert spoon for the ice cream bucket, which again we'll look at in a second. That will make more sense in a second. It changes a bit at rank 4 because for pilots and sailors you will get a coupon for a decal, but for tank crewmen you'll unlock the AMD 35 for the German tech tree. And then it's a bit out of sync from this point on. So for pilots and sailors at rank 5, you'll get a trophy with a reward. For tankers, you'll get a camouflage for the AMD 35 that you've just unlocked. At rank 6 for pilots, you'll get the player icon. Tankers, a BMX decoration. Sailors, a jet ski decoration. At rank 7 for all of them, you get a trophy with a reward. And then rank 8, you get the various higher tier rewards. So for air, you get the Su-25BM. For ground, you get the CT-CV 105 HP, and for naval, you get HMS Renown. You get coupons, but they're not tradable, And at rank 9, you get the camouflages for them. And then at rank 10, you can upgrade those coupons to be tradable. So if for whatever reason you've gone through all of those marks of distinction and decide, actually, I don't want this vehicle, you could then trade it on the marketplace. You also get free dessert spoons. Again, we'll go into that in a second. The trophies we've mentioned have various prizes, so 50 to 100,000 silver lions, various XP boosters, wages and orders, universal backups, 1 day of premium account, or a random camouflage for a purchased vehicle. So some of those are good. Obviously silver lions are always useful, but you can get them pretty easily, whereas camouflage might not be as useful, but obviously some of them do need to be grinded quite a lot for, so if you can get it via the trophy, that will be very useful. We also get a 6th decal if you unlock all 5 coupons for decals on the marks of distinction. So if you get all 5, you'll get a 6th one called the skateboarding decal. And then we move on to what this ice cream bucket thing is that we've mentioned a few times. Basically, this is like a loot box of sorts. So basically, you can buy the ice cream bucket, but you can't do anything with it unless you get these dessert spoon keys, which unlock the bucket, and you get various prizes for that. So unique decals, decorations, vehicles and camouflages from past summer events, and some of these appear as coupons so then can be traded on the marketplace. And you can also find silver lions, boosters, universal backups, wages and orders. And the ice cream bucket itself only costs 10,000 silver lions, so you can buy lots of them, but the dessert spoon costs 50,000 silver lions. So unless you want to get them through the marks of distinction, you're going to have to buy them. That would be 60,000 silver lions for 1 hit of the ice cream bucket, and you may just get a bog standard prize. You might just get silver lions or some very basic prize. So I've never found them particularly useful in the past, but if you're getting them through the marks of distinction, then I think they're a bit more useful. And here an example of some of the decals. You've got the Trees Don't Move, Hornet's Nest, Girl Scout profile icon, M1A1 carbine, Chimera decal, and the sailing catamaran decoration. And here is the full list of the vehicles that you can unlock. I'm not going to read all of them, but I'm going to scroll slowly past. You've got like the Zrinyi I, the F11 F1, HMS Spey, the P59A, IS7, which, well, basically you've got no chance of getting the IS7. That's only got a 0.001% chance of unlocking, but you can technically unlock it. And of course the KV220. And some of these are just immediately activated, but some of these can be got in the form of coupons, so then they can be traded. And then you've got camouflages, which are coupons only, so camo for the F4D1, the Arado 196A3, the KI94-2, and the Grant 1, and various other ones. And then we've got the full list of decorations. Some are immediately activated, some are available as coupons, so the BSA bicycle, Willis MB, various light machine guns, MP40, etc, etc. And then lastly, we've got the decals. Again, some are activated immediately, some are as coupons, so driving mode on decal, Basilisk, Sphinx, emblem for the Royal Air Force, pin-ups for Britain and various other nations. You've got the profile icon, the Girl Scout one we mentioned earlier, the Silver Lions, 10,000 to 1 million. I got a 1 million one the other day from a box standard battle, so it would be nice to get a second one because I've already got one many years ago. And then various battle trophies, universal backups, etc, etc. And you can track how well you're doing. So if you go to nickname, then achievements, and then Summer Extreme in the game, which can be found through your profile, that will tell you how well you're doing towards that days or few days marks of distinction. And again, reiterating, if you want to get the air mark of distinction, you'll have to be playing air battles. So if you're not interested in naval or tank prizes, just play air. If you're not interested in air, just play tank and naval, etc, etc. It does say you can buy the marks of distinction until August the 31st. So if you've missed one, you can buy it if you really want to. I'm not sure it's worth it, but again, it depends how far away you are from the top tier prizes and such. And the prizes that you get in the form of tradable coupons will be available for trading on the market from September the 1st. So you can't trade these straight away. You've got to sit on them for a little while, unfortunately. And again, reiterating, at 8 marks of distinction, you get an untradeable coupon for the vehicle for whichever game mode you've unlocked it for. So the SU-25, you won't be able to trade that coupon, and you have to activate it to, receive the vehicle. But if you hang on till you get 10 marks of distinction, like I've said earlier, you can then upgrade the coupon and trade it on the marketplace. It does say the upgrade for coupon item has an expiration date. It doesn't say what date that is, presumably the end of the event. And then you can either use it or exchange it for war bonds. I really wouldn't suggest you exchanging it for war bonds. They're very easy to get within the battle pass. And lastly, for PlayStation Xbox players, they will be able to exchange decal coupons for similar ones. And that is done by going into Workshop, going to Exchange Items, Summer Extreme window. Doesn't say which decals you'll be able to trade them for, but just similar ones. So that was just a quick look at the Summer Extreme event on War Thunder. Like I say, this was just a quick look run through, just a basic run through, just to give you an idea of how it'll be working and what sort of prizes you'll be able to get. I'm a little bit disappointed we're not getting any Hungarian vehicles. We did get the Zrinyi I last year, which I thought was a very good prize. I was hoping we'd get something like the Turan 3 maybe this year. But the Swedish vehicle would be quite good, and of course the German one is always welcome. Probably won't be going for the air prize because I'm just not into air battles as much. HMS Renown would be nice, but again, if I'm going to be playing for a prize, it'll probably be the ground forces prizes. I don't think I'll have enough time to go for the naval ones as well, which is a bit of a problem with these events. They are very grindy. Obviously, it gets better as you get to the higher ranks, but if you're a low-ranking player, it's going to be a hell of a grind, especially since everyone's going to be trying to take part in the event. Anyway, just a quick video for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll join me for the next one. I've been Toreno, and I'll see you next time.